We expected a kiss, but not that kiss. It was simply perfection. Finally, love is in the air. The attraction has been simmering below the surface for a while now, at least on the Grand Prince's part, from the way he refused to let her up. But the way HuiJu easily relented, grabbing the back of his neck, and they're holding onto his hair for dear life, as she pours herself completely into the kiss, as if they've been hungry for one another for ages. I mean, this one is for the books, and it's bound to change the dynamics between them, from the next episode. HuiJu had been sure of having no feelings for the Grand Prince, which made it easy not only to pursue him, but also to talk about their future divorce freely, wishing it would come sooner rather than later. You could see the prince's hesitation, but not HuiJu's. You could see his jealousy, while HuiJu is oblivious. However, something shifted after the kiss. HuiJu is starting to realize her feelings for the Grand Prince. I mean, it was obvious, and the viewers could see her affection for the Grand Prince, right from the first episode, after she witnessed the Queen Mother slapping him. She felt despondent afterwards. Both the Grand Prince and HuiJu are going to be awkward in the next episode, after their passionate kiss, as it revealed their innermost feelings. However, HuiJu tries to brush it under the rug of being caught up in the moment, to the prince's chagrin. Meanwhile, before we delve into it, who else hears "baby mama" whenever the Queen Dowager is called? I can't be the only one who gets a laugh out of this. The baby king is so adorable, that you can't help rooting for a satisfying ending for him, Byeon, and HuiJu together, as he seems to adore both his uncle and HuiJu, as much as they adore him. By the way, he made his first independent decision, by blessing their marriage, irrespective of what his mother wanted. Meanwhile, the stakes are now high, with tension simmering underneath, after the Grand Prince publicly proposed to HuiJu. It seems the Queen Mother has changed her tactics, and will use the Prime Minister to her advantage. She noticed the Prime Minister's feelings for HuiJu, during the royal ball, as he couldn't keep his eyes off HuiJu. It finally made sense to her, why he's always protective of HuiJu, and refuses to use his veto power against their marriage. She can be seen taunting him about it in the preview for the next episode. Jongwoo has been a loyal friend to both HuiJu and Byeon, but feelings and desire for HuiJu could get in the way. Byeon seems to know this, which is why he cautioned HuiJu about completely trusting him. This could also be the writer's way of warning the viewers. Jongwoo had prayed against their engagement, when he first heard of it, and tried to minimize its significance during the meeting, which Byeon had noticed, but he always did what was right, putting the crown first. However, his feelings are starting to bleed over, after he learned it was contractual. It was as if he could still treat HuiJu as he'd always done, and still have feelings for her, completely disregarding the Grand Prince, because he knew their marriage was contractual. He was also shaken by their engagement, but must have held on, because he knows it's all a play. However, things are bound to change, as HuiJu and Byeon start to genuinely fall in love. Sometimes, Byeon comes across as having a dual personality. He stands his ground at times but seems weak other times. This is his late father's doing. He ripped his self-confidence from him, reducing him to his brother's shadow. This makes you wonder why the late king had feared his second son so much. As tradition, the first son is expected to ascend the throne, after his father. The late king must have seen how inadequate his first son was, while his second son excelled. This must have scared him, as he thought Byeon's dedication to excellence meant competing with his elder brother. Instead of equipping his first son, and lovingly teaching Byeon how to utilize his competence for his brother's reign, he tried to cripple his wings. His late wife must have seen this, hence why she left her ring to Byeon. I wonder what Yeon's real name is, as his father kept changing it at will. The Queen Mother tried to use the same tactics on Byeon, but HuiJu wouldn't stand for it. HuiJu was about to kick her behind, but remembered that she wasn't yet married to the Grand Prince. I can't wait for when they'll have a proper showdown. HuiJu is ready to take the Grand Prince under her wings, as she has also dealt with what he went through. While she was able to rebel because she was a commoner, Byeon had no such luxury because he was royalty. Tell me, who wouldn't fall for such a queen in shining armor? What's more, Byeon seems to know that the Queen Mother amended his late brother's will. This means that he knew his brother had wanted him to ascend the throne, and not the baby king. But the Queen Dowager and her father had changed the will, and made his little nephew the king. This could be the reason he's thinking of ascending the throne, to also protect his nephew. I wonder how he found out about the late king's will. The Queen Dowager had burned the will before the fire started, which is why she's sure that he has no proof. Could it be that his brother discussed it with him, before he informed the Queen Dowager? What's more, the mystery surrounding the late king's death is yet to be unraveled. From the throwback, it's easy to assume that the Queen Dowager had started the fire when she burned the will, and the king had sat and died in it. However, if you noticed, it looked like the king was under the control of a substance. It was as if he were fighting to remain conscious. And what did he mean that it was better to abdicate than to die? Was his life being threatened? And by whom? He must have been unable to get away during the fire, because of whatever he was drugged with. However, the Queen Dowager seems to strongly have the notion that Byeon is somehow responsible for his brother's death. I mean, if she started the fire, she should know that she killed her husband. Could it be that someone else had been behind the fire? If you recall, HuiJu had said that she didn't want Byeon to marry for a long time. So what changed? Could it be that her father poisoned her mind? Why is she paranoid about Byeon ascending the throne? This could be because she knows her son isn't supposed to be the king, but Byeon. Meanwhile, HuiJu is struggling to get Yeon's attention. It's funny seeing him struggle, while Yeon remains oblivious to Seok's entertainment. As it stands, Byeon seems to know more than he lets on about his surroundings. With HuiJu's family finally stepping up for her, I wonder who the father will plant in the palace to aid his daughter. Meanwhile, HuiJu can't seem to get the kiss out of her mind in the preview for the next episode. It keeps her up at night, as she can't believe how easily she responded to Yeon's kiss. At first, she terms it as being caught in the moment, as she and the Grand Prince can't seem to look each other in the eyes after their shared passionate kiss. While she berates herself, the Grand Prince is on cloud 9, as he could hardly contain his excitement over what had happened. He even seeks her out by standing outside her room. Meanwhile, the latest engaged couple in town starts their wedding preparations, and can hardly keep their eyes off one another. On the confessionary day, HuiJu loses her footing, prompting the Grand Prince to hold her. HuiJu had been acting strange after their passionate kiss, and Byeon asks her if everything is alright, as she's been acting strange. HuiJu could hardly keep her eyes off his lips, prompting her to run away from him due to embarrassment, eliciting a smile from Byeon. The whole encounter affects her confession. Byeon had to set the record straight, letting her know that the kiss hadn't been a spur-of-the-moment thing, but had happened because it was her. This is his way of indirectly letting her know of his feelings. Strong woman HuiJu is about to be a lover girl. Meanwhile, the Queen Dowager is banking on Jongwoo's feelings erupting out of jealousy. It's yet to be seen what the Prime Minister will do. Meanwhile, things are heating up between HuiJu and the Grand Prince, as HuiJu asks him if he has feelings for her. Who do you think killed the late king? On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate this drama so far? Who else can hardly wait for the next episode? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this content, please give it a thumbs up, share it, subscribe, and turn on your notification bell for all things wonderfully K-drama. Thanks for watching, bye.